In 1927, New York City became the backdrop for one of the most scandalous crimes of the 20th century. A love triangle involving a dissatisfied wife, a charming corset salesman, and an unsuspecting husband led to betrayal, murder, and infamy. This is the chilling story of Ruth Snyder and Judd Gray. Ruth Snyder seemed to have it all: a husband, a child, and a stable home. But her marriage to Albert Snyder was far from perfect. Albert was controlling, cold, and often distant, leaving Ruth yearning for passion and excitement. Her dissatisfaction grew, and soon so did her desire for a way out. Then came Judd Gray, a traveling corset salesman with a flair for charm. Judd was married as well, but he was easily captivated by Ruth's beauty and boldness. Their affair began in secret, fueled by stolen moments in dimly lit hotel rooms. Ruth found in Judd the excitement she craved, while Judd, though timid, was intoxicated by Ruth's daring nature. But passion wasn't enough for Ruth. She wanted freedom from Albert, and she wanted the money that came with his life insurance policy. A hefty $48,000 payout. The only obstacle? Albert had to die. Ruth convinced Judd that their love couldn't flourish unless Albert was out of the picture. Reluctantly, Judd agreed to help her. On the night of March 20th, 1927, Ruth and Judd carried out their plan. As Albert slept, Judd crept into the Snyder home. The murder was brutal and chaotic. Albert fought back fiercely, forcing Ruth and Judd to strangle him with a sash in a desperate bid to end his life. Afterward, they staged the scene to look like a botched burglary, but their inexperience showed. Clues were everywhere: the forged insurance papers, the inconsistent details in Ruth's story, and Judd's fingerprints. Police quickly saw through their ruse. Ruth was arrested, and Judd, racked with guilt, confessed everything during questioning. Their trial became the talk of the nation. Newspapers painted Ruth as a manipulative femme fatale, and Judd as her gullible accomplice. The courtroom was packed as both turned on each other, each claiming the other was the mastermind. But the jury was unconvinced by their blame game. Both were found guilty of murder. In 1928, Ruth Snyder became the first woman executed in the electric chair at Sing Sing prison. A journalist's hidden camera captured the moment, shocking the world and immortalizing her infamy. Judd Gray met the same fate soon after, his final words expressing regret for his actions. The murder of Albert Snyder remains one of history's most infamous love triangle tragedies. It's a haunting tale of how greed, betrayal, and forbidden passion